So college and university applications deadlines are right around the corner, and for those of you that are working on them probably know how stressful it is. Or maybe you're a bit younger and you want to start a little bit earlier. Well, fear not, because this video will help you to make sure that your application sounds impressive and unique to the people that are reading it. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is AmanChopra, and in this video I'll be going over 4 tips that I wish I knew earlier for university applications. Now, I finished my applications about 2 months ago, but prior to that I didn't know where to start. So I reached out to my older cousins and friends who were able to guide me, and here are the tips that increased my chances of being admitted. So number 1 is start preparing ahead of time. Now, this doesn't mean start writing paragraphs or essays, but rather start to improve your grades and get yourself involved in as many extracurriculars as possible. So study smarter, join clubs, start volunteering, and get work experience, and etc. And this will do 3 things for you. A, you'll get exposure and broaden your horizons. B, you'll build up your skills and experiences. And C, if you know what program you want to go into, by doing things that are relevant to your program, it'll show the readers of your application that you're serious about this program and that you're determined to succeed within it. Number 2 is to be yourself. So when I was writing my university applications, I found that I didn't sound like myself, but rather like a robot who was writing about me. So the main thing that helped me was changing my writing to make it sound more authentic and making it sound like what I wanted to say rather than what I expected the readers wanted to hear. Because in my experience, the university that I applied to themselves explained that they wanted to get to know the applicant a bit more better through their own words and experiences. And another thing that helped was knowing that it's okay to brag and show your accomplishments throughout your high school years, because it's a great way to showcase all your talents and achievements as a student. But it's also important to remember not to come across as too cocky or arrogant about your accomplishments, but rather proud and humble from all the lessons that you learned from your experiences. Number 3, talk about things that make you stand out. While working on your applications, you should aim to talk about things that make you stand out from the rest of the crowd. Although it's good to be a part of other clubs and activities, many people are already a part of them. So it's important to talk about something that sets you apart from other students and makes you more unique. In my case, I talked about my YouTube channel, on which I explained the type of videos that I make, why I make them, and who I make them for, which is you students. And so for me, creating videos on YouTube stands out because since I was limited to opportunities due to the pandemic, this shows that I took the initiative to do something. Now, you don't necessarily need a YouTube channel to be unique, because it can literally be anything that you're doing, such as volunteering, writing blog posts, or even making educational content on TikTok and so forth. And lastly, for number 4, show your participation in team roles and not only just leadership roles. So as much as leadership roles sound impressive, team roles are just as important. Team roles are often overlooked because someone might think that they don't seem as impressive as the position of a leadership role, but this isn't entirely true. Of course, the words leadership role seems impressive, but what's even more impressive is when you can actually accomplish something, which is mostly easier with a team. People want to see that not only can you lead a group of people, but that you can also work well alongside them, because that's what happens in the real world where everyone's trying to figure out what they're doing. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't take advantage of opportunities when they arise. So you should aim to implement all of these tips and show how well-rounded of a student you are, meaning you can show that you do well academically, but are also able to balance your hobbies and extracurriculars at the same time. This will give readers the idea that as a student, you can adapt to a hectic schedule in college and university, which will increase your chances of getting admitted. So that's it for today, guys. If this video helped you, please hit subscribe, leave a like, and feel free to ask any questions down in the comment section below. And as always, thanks for watching.